Virginity. What is it? And what's the big deal about losing it? Let me cut to the chase. Virginity is a completely made-up concept. It's a term that was created simply to control and shame people, mainly women.
In a world where nothing is sacred, with all the conflicts, wars, and human rights being violated, at least we have some fat bitch talking about sex. And you might as well watch this because your tax dollars paid for it.
That's because having penis and vagina sex is not the only way a hymen can stretch open. It can happen by putting something in your vagina like a tampon or a finger, riding a bike,
A cucumber, a bedpost, a bed, a penis, a Mickey Mantle signed baseball card, a Lightning McQueen Hot Wheels, Will.i.am, Godzilla.
Generally speaking, society tends to define sex in a very narrow way. Penetration, penis into vagina. But where does that definition leave queer people? Or folks who can't or don't have penis and vagina sex and choose to have oral, anal, or another type of sex instead?
Alright, let's break this down with science. So if we look at the base system that was created by Sir Isaac Newton, oral sex is third base. You don't lose your virginity from third base. But anal sex, on the other hand, is tricky and has been a subject of debate by many historians. So they decided it's all based on the context. Is it guy on girl or guy on guy anal sex? Because if it's guy on guy, that's gay. But if it's guy on girl, then it's a grand slam. But what if it's a guy on girl and another guy? Then that's gay. Or how about a trans woman or femboy? Well, it depends on how pretty he is. But more than likely, according to Albert Einstein, it's still possibly gay. If not, at least 50% gay. What's important about all this is if you have anal sex, then you are not a virgin. But with oral sex, you are still a virgin, because third base is not a home run. Now, for the other type of sex LaQuisha was talking about is lesbian sex. And we all know lesbian sex isn't real sex.
Society puts pressure on men for not having sex at the exact same time they shame women for having it. Make it make sense.
It's easier for women to get laid. For men, not so much. A rite of passage for women is to keep their virginity, or at least not be a hoe. For men, a rite of passage is to lose their virginity. Why? Because it's not easy. And when you do something that's not easy, you gain respect from others. Parry that, libtard.
Sex is defined by one thing and one thing only: you. Maybe that's being fingered for the first time. Maybe it's having anal sex. Maybe it's having your first orgasm. Maybe it's masturbating for the first time.
Have I got great news for the incel community? Guys, you're not virgins anymore. Yeah, I lost my virginity like 12 times today.
That's the beauty of your sexual journey. You're in charge, and you can figure it out on your own terms. Choosing to have sex, when, what kind, where, who with, is something that only you get to define.
Thank you, Mr. President Joe Biden, for using my tax dollars on these sex education videos and bombing kids in other countries. I have now learned that there is no such thing as virginity, but at the same time, it is real, and it's only up to me and how I'm feeling about it in that particular moment, because my feelings as a non-binary dogfucker is all that matters, and everyone else will have to agree with me or face the death penalty because Mr. President Joe Biden loves me almost as much as Bill Clinton loves 12-year-olds. The end.